Maine is the first of 8 states that Sanders and Democratic National Committee Chair Tom Perez will visit this week as part of a tour they're calling Come Together and Fight Back. We asked Sanders why rally in the liberal city of Portland when President Trump was able to peel off an electoral college vote in Maine's 2nd congressional district.
Trump won the northern part of the state. But the bottom line is that Maine is a purple state. And I think people need to know that much of what Trump talked about in his campaign is not what he is doing as President of the United States.
Democrats point to the recent outcry of support for the Affordable Care Act as proof of what the party can do.
When we are united, we are at our best. And when we lead with our values, we are at our best.
Perez told us the goal is to translate energy into action.
There's a recognition that our values are aligned on just about everything, and there's an equally important recognition that Donald Trump poses existential threats to our nation, and we've all got to be on board for this all-hands-on-deck enterprise.
You think he's a one-term president?
If he makes it to the end of that term.
Millions of people are hurting, and they are hurting very badly.
Sanders talked about income inequality and campaign finance reform. It sounded like his past campaign rallies. We asked him if he might make another run at the White House in 2020.
People are tired of never-ending campaigns, and media is obsessed with that stuff.
Maine's Democratic Party chairman tells me he would like to see an event like this one come to CD2. A DNC spokeswoman would only say that the party would like to plan a return to northern Maine. In Portland, Paul Merrill, WMTW News 8.
Now here's what Maine's Republican Party had to say about Sanders' visit. Sanders and Perez should focus on offering real solutions to work with Republicans instead of doubling down on obstructionist tactics and far-left rhetoric. Today's stop in Portland is nothing more than a dog and pony show that fails to address the deep divisions in the Democratic Party.